Hey everybody, I'm here with Angelina Stancampiano, naturalist at Sequoia State Park down by Fort Gibson Lake, and you were home, aren't you? You're at home, but we got BioBlitz going on this month, and I just kind of wanted to dive into that and give folks who've never done it before and have never used iNaturalist before kind of a quick tutorial on how to get started and do the thing. Tell me a little bit about, you've done BioBlitz since you were a kid and for every year that it's happened in Oklahoma. So tell me, when people ask you what it is, what do you tell them?
My quick answer is it's a rapid biodiversity survey of an Oklahoma state park or natural area. Flora and fauna, think from the tiniest little bacterium all the way up to the biggest mammals that an area has to offer.
And this thing it's virtual, so it's basically statewide, everybody's backyard, wherever they want to be, and they plug it into the iNaturalist app, and there you go, right?
Right. So our fall BioBlitz is concentrated on one specific area, but we wanted to offer kind of a spring option because different organisms are present in the spring. So you have migratory birds coming through, you have flowering plants, you have herps, so snakes and amphibians of all sorts that are coming out in the warm weather. And so we wanted to be able to observe those as well. And then it also allows an opportunity for it to be a statewide effort.
Okay, so if I'm going to go out and do this, do I just go out and start logging everything that I see? Or?
You should have as much fun with it as you can. So every time you're outside, start observing, because the month of April is an awesome time in Oklahoma for things to be changing. And so phenology and just understanding the changing of the seasons is an interesting phenomenon to observe. So flowers that are here right now won't be here at the end of April and vice versa. So you should be continuously posting every day as you see things, but then also we have these specific challenges. So if anyone's a competitive person like myself, this is a way to be both a science nerd and competitive.
Okay, so then, and do I need to photograph everything to log it in iNaturalist? So everything needs to be a photo of some kind, right?
So you can upload something, you can upload an observation without a photo. Say you're seeing a blue jay. You can also put in sound bites, but say you're seeing a blue jay, you're probably not going to be able to photograph it well with your smartphone, but you are fairly certain that what you're seeing is a blue jay. And so that will probably be approved. If you select that you were seeing an ostrich without a photo, that probably would not be approved by the scientific community.
There you go. And in the app, it'll give me an option to say bluebird, and it'll probably post a little illustration or something that says.
Right. So if it's something that you can't identify, I especially enjoy with insects and flowering plants. If you post your picture, it will scan through the database and help you to identify it.
So I went out and just grabbed some photos on my iPhone of a dandelion, something everybody knows, and I thought that would be a good thing to just run through for people to practice.
And you can take a close up and a far away to give scale, or if you're perhaps taking a picture of something small and you provide a notebook or something else in the photo, a quarter for scale, just to help with identification purposes, because what you're seeing through your lens looks different when it's transmitted to someone else and they're viewing it out of context. Your location is enabled.
That is important.
Contributes to the data, and additionally you have to be in Oklahoma to be observing and participating in the bio. Then you also need to make sure that you're adding it to the BioBlitz project. When you, after you've downloaded your iNaturalist app and set up your username and password and all of that, then you go and search under projects and search for Virtual Spring BioBlitz Oklahoma 2020. And you join that specific project. And that way the data that you're uploading will be contributed to our collection, but then also that makes you eligible to win prizes and compete in our different challenges.
Now I'm in. That would be the first step.
Right. So,
now I can put my dandelion in there. I got location sharing, and you got to have the project and location sharing on first. Those are good steps to know. And then go to my flowers and add one at a time. Just add go plus photo, photo, plus. I took 4 photos of this dandelion. It's going to be very well identified. No, there's going to be no question what this thing might actually be. But if you're doing that, I mean, and with some wildflowers and that kind of stuff, it can be between species. You get that, you know, the stem, the leaves,
they could have opposite leaves, they could have alternating leaves, but have almost identical flowers and be completely different families.
Right. Okay, so I got my photo, I got my location, and then for the page, I hit done. And it uploads. And then what it does, you shouldn't be confused. It says it's, you know, casual grade photos, and then it says needs ID, click. And what that means is somebody will go on behind there and.
Yes, so there are people working through the Oklahoma Biological Survey to confirm, but then also other iNaturalist users.
Well, I have my dandelion to start with. I think I'll try and upgrade my my sightings over the week and just see how I do.
Yeah, so observe what's going on around you, and in this time of isolation, it's the perfect project. So this project has been for several years. People have been asking if it was something we came up with for the time that we're going through right now, but it's not. It was just good timing, and we hope that it engages people who are perhaps sometimes too busy or can't make it to our fall BioBlitz to become involved in this citizen science project.
There you go. Should be fun.
It will be.
All right. Thanks, Angelina.